let me know if there's any sound issues.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're having a great day so far. Thank you so much for joining us for this Home Talk Live. This is going to be a really fun one. It's all about nursery inspiration colors and great sort of DIYs that you can do for your nursery and some really simple storage solutions. And it's all going to be using crates. So what I love about crates is they're so multi-purpose and functional, and for kids they're virtually indestructible, so that's awesome. We developed at Fusion Mineral Paint a beautiful range of nursery colors when I was expecting my son, and we are actually standing in my son's nursery. So we'll give you a little bit of a tour, show you some of the things that you can do with paint, really easy DIYs, but take a look at these crates here. When I was thinking of how I was going to organize and coordinate his room, I wanted to have really easily accessible, a change station. And this is actually his change station. And you want to talk about a cool IKEA hack? Check this baby out. We've got a sink built in right here. And this is usually where his changing pad is. So everything is right within reach. And what I loved about the crates is that it's so accessible. It looks great. And it was easy to customize the colors just by adding a little bit of paint. So we're going to use the Fusion Mineral Paint today, and this is my Tones for Tots collection. Now there's 7 colors in the beautiful range here, and what I really like about this collection and this color in particular is it's sort of the grounding neutral for all of the colors in the range. Where is everyone watching from today? I'd love to hear from you. We are in Toronto, Canada, and it's a little gloomy out today, so where are you watching from? What I love about the coverage of this is it's just phenomenal. You get virtually 1 coat coverage. Now, what makes this paint so unique is that it is safe for painting in your nurseries. We had it tested against the lead and phthalate content for the toy safety standards of North America. That's really important because when you're painting indoors, you want to make sure that you're using a product that has 0 VOCs and isn't going to off-gas any of those terrible volatile organic compounds. Now, what exactly does that mean? That means that when you paint, as it dries, as it cures and goes through its whole process that it does, it may off-gas little bits of chemicals and such. So ours doesn't do that, and that's why, when I was expecting my son, I wanted to make sure that this was going to be so incredibly safe. I was using it when I was pregnant. I wanted to make sure that everything was going to be fine. Look at how beautiful that coverage is. So this is 1 coat. This is our little lamb gray. And these brushes are phenomenal. These are natural bristle. And what I like about the natural bristle is that they hold so much paint. And look, I don't dip the paintbrush into the whole container. I leave the top open just like that so that you don't get too much paint in here and waste it. You don't want to waste your paint. But what I like about the round bristle is that I can actually, pounce in and I'm not going to ruin my brush. And I can get into all those grooves and I can be a little bit rough with the brush because it's a natural bristle and it's going to take the wear and tear beautifully. Really stunning. So we're going to let this dry. I'm going to flip it over. Let's check out another color.
I saw a couple of people seeing Tampa,
Florida. I bet it's warm there.
Alabama, Wisconsin.
Gorgeous. So we have 7 stunning colors in this range. This is our little teapot. This is such a pretty teal, soft teal color. And the great thing about this collection is it's not just for nurseries. Great for weddings as well. You've got spring and summer weddings coming up. And having difficulty opening this only because I don't want to make a mess. We actually seal every container so that it's tamper-proof, so that when you receive it, that nothing has happened to it, because we actually go through very strict quality control to make sure that none of the ingredients are compromised, nothing bad has happened with it. I'm going to use this gorgeous little teapot color on this side here. I'm just going to take my brush, dip it in. Now this is our small natural bristle brush there. Doesn't that just look delicious? Please don't eat it, but it's gorgeous. All right, and it even looks good on your nails, right? So if you're thinking of doing some nail polish and you've run out, there you go, new nail polish. I'm just kidding. So here we go. This is how it's going to work on a nice flat surface.
You don't have to prime it.
No, you don't need to prime on raw wood.
And there's really no point in sanding this type of a project. You might want to sand it if you need 2 coats, because the first coat, being that it's a water base, will kind of swell up the wood fibers, and it dries. And it's sort of like a 5 o'clock shadow. All these little wood fibers have dried, sticking up, so you just sand that off. And then the second coat of paint, it doesn't swell anymore.
That's going to happen with every water-based product that you use. That's not something unique to our paint. If you're painting on raw wood, that's what's going to happen. Now, I want you to take a note. These little testers go for about $5 in store. You're going to paint almost the entire crate with this one little guy right here. That's incredible. So I'll put a little more paint on my brush because I didn't quite have enough here, so I wasn't getting the best of coverage. There we go. I've got more on there. What's lovely about this is that it's virtually brush stroke free. Now I've got a little bit too much paint on, so as I wipe it back, it's going to self-level really, really nicely. Self-leveling is awesome, so you're not going to have those heavy-duty brush strokes that you're used to a lot of the time. And again, remember what I said about this brush? You don't have to worry about hurting it, so just use all the angles. That's the beauty of a round brush, to really get in there on all those little details. So I'm painting the crate different colors on different sides. Why? Because let's have fun with color. It's my son's room, and I thought what a cute little storage shelf this would be. Why don't we go and show them what we've done with one of these to make a little bookshelf. So just around me, I'll duck out of the way. We've got a little bookshelf right over there, super cute. Right down on the floor there. And it's, again, I love that it's at his height so that he can work with everything really easily and it's accessible for him. And then we did another really fun project here. This is a growth chart. This growth chart was so easy to do. Our Fusion Mineral Paint merchants teach these workshops. They also offer the stencil. So if you wanted to do your own growth chart, how cute is it to watch your little one grow up and make note of that? And look at our Dream Big Little One stencil. I love it. You can also use this paint for stenciling on walls, pretty much everywhere. There is no limitation to where you can use it. Fusion Mineral Paint is made with real minerals. It's zero VOC. And what's so unique about the minerals is that it provides such incredible color and it lasts so long. Let's take a look just over here at these beautiful prints. If you follow Craftberry Bush, these are beautiful, stunning watercolor prints that she does by hand, and she was so generous to donate those. You can even buy her prints on fabric and pillows and a whole bunch of things. So visit Craftberry Bush. You can go to Society 6 and you can buy it there as well. But these are really cute and adorable. So one of the wonderful things about this line of colors is that they're all very gender neutral. We have your typical baby soft pink, baby blue. We have the softest lavender ever. It's really stunning. And then again, we've got that neutral gray. This is a gray that will ground every single color in this line and will pair up with it so well, because when you're choosing colors for your nursery, it can be quite difficult, a daunting task. So when I was creating these colors, I literally labored over them, for months and months and months, because I wanted to make sure that each tone was going to be absolutely perfect and work in your environment. You can look at these color combos here too. These are really beautiful because we have 53 colors in the Fusion Mineral Paint line, and not just the Tones for Tots, which are 7, but we've got a whole other range too. Look at these stencils that we did on the wall. Isn't that fun? And
just a little pop of color.
Little pop of color, a little bit of texture, so easy to do. Every single Tones for Tots color has an adjoining nursery rhyme that goes with it. How adorable is that? So this is Little Whale, row, row, row your boat gently out to sea. And that is one of my son's very favorite nursery rhymes. It was one of the first things that he started to understand, and he actually rows back and forth with me. It's really super adorable. All right, so I'm gonna now go with another layer, but we're gonna teach you a little technique. Have you heard about the beeswax block resist before? This is something that I learned from my mother, oh, I don't know, 15 years ago, would you say?
At least.
At least.
Milk painting, yeah.
So my mom is the camera woman behind the scenes here, and I've learned pretty much everything from her. And we run the Homestead House Paint Company together, which manufactures paint for Miss Mustard Seeds milk paint, for Homestead House milk paint, and Fusion mineral paint. Now this fabulous beeswax block, all I'm gonna do is, so this is pretty much dry. I applied that paint maybe 5-6 minutes ago, and it's very, very dry. It's soaked right into the wood. It's completely dry. Nothing's coming off on my fingers. What I'm gonna,
ideally, you want to wait a few hours before you start doing.
well, it depends on your temperature, where you're at in the humidity, and what you're painting. It all varies. So really look at your location. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking the beeswax block, and I'm literally going to rub it into the surface. See how I'm leaving a little bit of it behind? Why am I doing this, Jen? What's wrong with you? So what this is gonna do is actually make your distressing so much easier at the end. So.
Yeah, it's a barrier between the bond of the next color and this existing color.
Exactly. So think if you have something that's very ornate and you've got a lot of detail, especially the edges, because when you go to distress with your sandpaper afterwards, sometimes you could be sanding really, really hard and you might go through all the layers right down to the raw bare wood, and you don't really want to see that. But what this does is it stops you from sanding through too far, and the next color that I put on actually comes off really, really easily with that sandpaper. So it makes your distressing job so much easier. So anywhere that I put that beeswax, you're gonna get incredible coverage. Look at this. This is the little teapot color, which is a really sweet light teal color. Kind of reminds me of a lighter Tiffany blue. And I've barely used any paint. I'm getting incredible coverage here.
I'm seeing a lot of comments here. People are using these crates on the walls and using it as shelving.
So we've got a giveaway today. We want to know, what have you done with a crate before? I love using crates because they're natural wood elements from the outdoors, bringing it indoors. It feels great. It's got a nice texture to it. They're indestructible. They're inexpensive. They're readily available. I really, really love working with them. Where's everyone calling in from today? Watching in from?
Yeah, let me read some of these.
And let me show you something here too. Well, you want to read something first?
No, go ahead.
Okay, I was going to talk about, there's a couple different ways to get that distressed look. There's a dry brush way as well. So you basically have minimal paint on your brush, and you're just going to kind of lightly drag it across. And what this does is it makes it look like it's kind of distressed without having to do any sanding. So there's a couple of different ways that you could do that. And that is one of them. And then next I would come along here and maybe do a little bit of wet distressing, but we have to wait for this to dry another 5 or so minutes. Then you can take a really light sandpaper, light grit, and you can just sort of sand it back. And anywhere that that beeswax was, this top color is going to come right off super easy. This beeswax block is going to save you a ton of
elbow grease.
Yes. Unless you don't want to go to the gym later and you want to skip that, then don't even worry about it. But I think, I'm lazy and I want to do things that are going to work. This is great.
Okay, so I've got some people in from, Florida. I've seen that a few times. Tennessee, Washington.
Can you see this color in Florida? This would be beautiful. Little teapot.
Yeah, that and the yellow. I think that would go great.
Oh, yes, our little star.
Florida.
Beautiful.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Missouri, Baton Rouge in Louisiana, Virginia, and Texas.
All right.
And California.
Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for joining us here. So what is it that you paint? Or what is it that you do with crates? What kind of fun storage solutions have you done before?
I've made my cats a cat wall and used the crates to hold their beds.
That's adorable. What a great idea. Again, the crates are so inexpensive and you can get any look you want just by adding a little bit of paint to it. You could stencil onto it.
There's an idea here about 4 of them. It swiped up pretty quick. She put wheels on it and a tabletop, I think, and made
smart.
a coffee table.
Oh yeah, fun. I've seen that before. That's lovely. Look at
Grand Junction, Colorado. Oh my goodness, I took a Greyhound bus through there about 7 years ago, And I stayed in Grand Junction.
It's a small world.
Yeah.
So fun. All right, back to our grounding neutral. Again, if you're just joining us here now, we are using our Tones for Tots collection. And what that is a range of nursery inspired colors that I created when I was expecting my son. And I wanted beautiful, healthy, eco-friendly products to use. Now, Easter is around the corner. Can you see all of these done up in little Easter eggs? How cute would that be?
Yeah,
super, super adorable. Any other fun ideas for what people have done with crates?
Stucked and stained them to make a book wrap.
Yeah, oh, bookshelf, exactly.
Is that safe for babies if they put it in their mouth?
That's a really great
Yes,
question.
but I'd like to see them put the crate in their mouth.
Yeah, it's going to be hard.
I'm not sure. Maybe chewing on the side of a crib or something.
Yeah, so we always say check our disclaimers page. It talks about all of the testing that we've done. Now, paint should never go in a child's mouth. It's not meant to be eaten. So definitely do check that page out. It's very important. But if you're using it, as you know, paint is, it's zero VOC, it's water-based. I've got it on my hands. I can just wash it off in my wonderful DIY hack sink over here. If you haven't seen this before, why don't we just take a quick little pan over here to see this IKEA hack sink. Check that out.
We have our tea in there.
Yeah, I need a little something for some sustenance there to keep me going.
Yeah,
but this
so
is...
how did we...
Oh, and there's some paint. There's always paint in drawers. We hide paint everywhere.
Yes, but here we go. We've got,
Yeah,
we had to cut this drawer.
Yeah, we cut this drawer, and you can see the plumbing if you come down here. Yeah. Oh, maybe not. There you go. There's some of the plumbing.
Sort of, maybe.
But there we go. So there is the wonderful IKEA hack. We just have fun with it. We DIY, we create, we're inspired by what we see. I hope that you're inspired by some of this. But again, this is my changing table area for my son, and I wanted to have things really close and in reach. So this color here I did first our casement, which is an off-white color, and then I used the buttermilk cream color.
And you went down a little bit into the wood.
Exactly,
There,
I
but it's a
sanded.
nice distress.
Yeah, I sanded through. I just wanted to see that nice distressed look. So you can easily sand through. And then here I did 3 colors. So I've got the casement first, then the beautiful buttermilk cream yellow, and then the little lamb on top. And again, sanded through really lightly. And finally the same one. And I thought I would just balance it out by having the neutral color in the middle of all of them and the yellow on either side. Again, it's all within arm's reach. I don't have to leave my son when I'm changing him. Very safe. I love it. So I hope you guys love it too. Just gonna hop over here. All right, so let's see. Any more ideas for what people have done with crates? I believe we have to choose a winner.
Oh, they let me know.
Ooh, exciting! This is so exciting.
Hometalk is going to choose a winner.
All right, let's go over some of these colors because we haven't explained them all. Let's look. So we've got the 7 nursery colors. First, we've got the little teapot, which of course we've been using. How adorable is that? So again, it's that stunning sort of light teal blue, Tiffany blue color. And then you're all familiar again with the little lamb that we've used. Really super duper cute.
Okay.
And then the little piggy. Now this is adorable. Soft blush pink, really stunning. And these colors are not just for nurseries. They can be for anywhere in your home. They're sophisticated. This is one of my favorites. It's Little Stork, very soft lavender. I'm actually going to be painting something in my closet with that. Little whale, beautiful soft baby blue. Little star for that punch of color. And finally, our little froggy, soft minty green.
I think we have a winner.
Excellent.
And, yeah, her name is Cheryl Brown.
Cheryl Brown, congratulations. Thank you all so much for watching today. Be sure at the end of this to hit subscribe to see the next DIY coming up at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Visit us at fusionmineralpaint.com. We'd love to see you there. Take care, everyone.
Bye.